In a quiet Indian village, the days are shaped by the rhythm of the land. Tall coconut trees, lush green fields, and narrow paths layered with dust. This is where Arjun lives. He is a boy of constant motion, spending his hours racing through the grass and testing his strength against the trunks of the tallest trees. But while Arjun plays, his family is struggling. Every evening, his father returns from the fields with sweat-soaked clothes, his body heavy from hours of labor under the sun. His mother is equally drained. She manages the house, prepares every meal, and looks after the animals without a moment to sit down. The lack of extra help shows in their surroundings. In the small garden near their clay roof, the plants have begun to slump into the dry, cracked earth. Even the family cow, usually a source of energy for the farm, has become slow and listless from the lack of attention. Arjun is happy, but his home is not. Because he views the daily chores as a burden for adults alone, his parents are left to carry a weight that is slowly wearing them down. As the sun sets and the village glows in a soft orange light, Arjun finds himself sitting quietly beside his grandmother. She tells him that a home's happiness is a shared responsibility. It isn't maintained by one person's hard work, but by the small efforts everyone contributes together. She gestures toward the house where his parents have already collapsed into a tired sleep, making the cost of the daily labor undeniable. That night, Arjun lies awake. The memory of the dry plants and the silent yard starts to feel like something he can actually change. Seeing the exhaustion in his parents makes his own inaction impossible to ignore. That empathy is what finally turns his playful energy into a sense of purpose. The next morning, Arjun is the first one awake. Before the village even begins to stir, he is already outside in the fresh morning air. He starts with the yard, methodically picking up the scattered dry leaves and stacking them into a neat pile in the corner. He moves to the garden next, carrying heavy buckets of water to the base of the thirsty plants. As the soil absorbs the moisture, the withered leaves begin to stiffen and rise, returning to a healthy, vibrant green. Finally, he brings a bundle of fresh green grass to the cow, watching as the animal begins to eat with a renewed sense of life. When his parents walk outside, they see a transformed home. Their surprise turns into a deep, visible sense of relief and joy. Arjun makes this his new routine. He starts fetching water from the well every day and carrying small baskets to help his mother finish her work earlier. These small, consistent chores prove that even a child can balance the scales at home. By taking on his share, Arjun gives his parents the time they need to truly rest. As Arjun walks through the village over the following days, he notices that his home wasn't the only one suffering. Other yards are messy, and other families look just as tired as his used to be. He begins to apply his new habit to the streets, picking up waste from the public paths as he walks. When he sees an old man struggling with a heavy bundle of sticks, Arjun steps in to carry the weight for him. The villagers watch him from their doorways. At first, they are just curious, but the sight of his daily, quiet effort begins to leave an impression. Slowly, the village's indifference starts to fade. A neighbor picks up a broom to clean her own front steps. A father takes a moment to water a plant by the road. The movement grows. Children begin watering the local flowers together, and the men work as a group to fix a broken fence near the fields. Eventually, the entire atmosphere of the village shifts. The paths are clear, the air feels fresher, and people seem more connected than they have in years. This transformation started with a boy picking up a few dry leaves. It ended with a community that realized how much their collective world improves when every person contributes just a little bit more.